Hi everyone, it's West again, coming this time after for the video after the Athletics Ireland Runner Series 10 mile, which took part in Phoenix Park. It was a good day, the attendance was good as well. For the first time I got to a race extremely late because I think I left my bag at the baggage area 5 minutes too. So here we go. I started right in front this time because I just jumped in as soon as I came because I didn't have time to go back around. So I just jumped where the other guys were. So I think when I jumped in it was just 50 or 20 seconds to start, so I didn't get time to do most of the videos there. So took off, and I was hoping I wasn't going for any PB, and I was hoping to do anything below 80 minutes. Let's see how I did. So with a number of people, Noel as usual. Noise right at the back there, Noise right with me. I'm lying, it's just at the bottom right there, appearing. His head is appearing. No, I don't compete with Noel at all because he's super fast. There is Noel and there is me, right, the blue shirt guys. So I started pretty well comfortable. I didn't want to run very fast because I wasn't really going for any PB, so I started a bit slow. I was trying to keep a pace of 422 per kilometer, sorry. But as a runner you always find yourself increasing it, taking it up a notch or two. I think I met Aiden, a lovely gentleman as well. Aiden is very nice. We ran together at Popping Tree Park Run. So yeah, I met a number of people this time around and some interesting feedback from others. So Aiden was going for 110. I'm not quite sure what he did, but yeah, it was nice meeting him. So there Aiden goes, and I didn't want to chase him because I was hoping I will not run fast, but things change, as you know. So this was still within the 5k. By the way, I forgot to record my time. They say Aiden going. I only started recording after 200 meters. When I pressed start run, I have to press again for start. I forgot to do that, but anyway, I just lost 200 meters, but it's nothing because I managed to get 15.99 at the finishing line. So I was still cruising along, and Steven, if you watched the previous video from the Finger 10k, I did see Steven as well. Right, a very strong runner. So people always ask me, how do I run and record? It's not easy, it's hard, especially on the arms. It's not easy. That's why I don't record the entire race. Maybe with time I'll train, go to the gym and strengthen my arm so I can hold it entire, but that means I'll have to have a spare battery because the batteries are not very good. They don't last long, so I'll have to get a different battery, or I'll have to have a battery pack with me so I can be able to record the entire race. Otherwise it will switch off sometime. The battery is just like 1500 milliamps if I'm not mistaken, so I know that's huge. Right, so but I was still cruising, first right, left 10, right, and I was still cruising. Steven catching up with me. It's really nice, running along someone. I always try to hang around someone that is running faster, but with a comfortable pace that I can keep up with. But let's see how it went. Right, so we're still within, I think this was after 1K, and I was still comfortable. I think because of so much training, I find it very easy to run at a higher tempo and still be comfortable. I remember the last day, this time, the race was different. I was suffering. By the time I finished, I was gone, to be honest, because we're going to come back the same way, opposite direction to the finishing line from where we started. So coming back this way was horrible for me last time. It wasn't really enjoyable at all. I was suffering, but let's see how I did this time around. So I think this was still now on the 2K mark. Right, then I think we are taking a right here, a right into the bend. Then we're going to take a left soon. Right, then we go down here a little bit inside the trees, past the bridge, then attack our first hill. It was steep, but I run here almost every week, so it's my training ground, this is my training area, so I never really suffered much. I knew exactly what was happening. So here we're going downhill. Then after the river we start going uphill in a few minutes. So this was still downhill. We're still running downhill here, meeting a lot of friends. You make friends in running, you always do. She was running pretty comfortable there. So yeah, and still smiling. That's how you see that someone is comfortable. So from here now we start going up into our first uphill. I didn't record that one. I don't know why I didn't record, but over here it's a gradual steep which becomes very steep later on. That's their mate, right? Lovely guy. Right, that's their mate. He was on his normal long runs, and we managed to see him. That's lovely. You meet lovely people on the run. This guy was flying, So from here now we start climbing really sharp. Then once you make that turn, then there's a very sharp hill. I run here every day, as I've said. The view is lovely. Just after that cave there's a sharp hill. You can see it here right there. And then we went out of the park. Then when we go into the gate, we turn left into the gate and back into the park. Then suddenly our second hill, it's very sharp as well. But yes, I always run through these hills all the time. So it wasn't, I knew exactly how the hill is, how to attack it. So I never had any issues. They were not surprises to me. There was something that I usually do daily bread or weekly bread that I always, enjoy and have fun on. So we ran all the way. I'm not quite sure if these were runners or just their own training. So Steven was in front of me. I think I passed him on the hill. Right, here we are going to make a U-turn by the monument. Right, and when we make a U-turn we must go downhill all the way through. and there were a number of people on the outskirts waiting here for people attending. So here we go, taking the cave. Last year when I passed this place, I was finished. I was tired. I was dragging my feet along. I didn't want anything. But this time around, I was flying through. So training makes a difference. I've done a lot of training, and I can be very comfortable, meeting lovely people. That's a lovely one. This is for memory keeps. This clip, I'll keep it forever. Right, clone leaf. There's a lot of good people in there. Right, so I was still cruising, and there he says bye, you can go. I wanted to stick with him, but yeah, sometimes just have to go and enjoy. And I was still running. We're going downhill here. It was downhill all the way until we get to our third hill. It's steep as well, but still I always train here, so we're still going downhill here. It was pretty easy to run down. I've learned how to manage energy going downhill. I don't really put the gas and fly through. I hold back and gradually go down in an easy way. But yeah, it is what it is. So we went downhill. I didn't even enjoy this downhill last year, the same race. I was tired and I didn't want anything. For me, even stopping was an option. So this time around, the downhill was comfortable. I held my pace, and by this time I think I was doing 4:10. Right, my average. So went downhill. So on my left, now you see when I turn right, on my left, that's where the second hill was. Right, on my left here, that's where the second hill is, where these people are going. That's the second. So this is the third hill, which is very steep as well. I don't usually take water, it's just 16k. I don't know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. I don't take water, and beside the water was in cups. So here we go, right up here, the third one, which was very steep. I then down to the finishing line. Ran alongside someone, which was really interesting. So my PB for 10 mile, right, as of last year was for a race was 1 hour 14 minutes. Let's see if I did beat that, and with how many minutes. Right, so this was home stretch to the finishing point, to the finishing line, and still, I don't know, for some reason I don't speed up towards the finishing line. I maintain my pace. I just hold that pace. I don't change it, I don't increase it, I don't reduce it. I hold the pace until the finishing line. I find most people, they sprint. I don't know, unless maybe if I am just a few seconds from my target time, but normally I just keep the pace and cruise along. So here I was, cruising along, interesting, and I was in no man's land other than the gentleman who was running next to me. There was no one around at all, and the lady coming behind there. It was really lovely. I was still comfortable. I could still hold the camera all the way, but sometimes when you're recording, you don't feel, especially if you're negotiating hues and all that, it's hard to focus on recording and running at the same time. It's extremely hard. I don't know how sometimes I do it, but it's very hard. I know the camera is heavy, so it's not easy to balance it up. At the same time, I have to swing my arms and keep going, so it's always hard, but I thank God that I'm managing to do all those things. It's precious for me. It's just a privilege that I'm able to run holding a camera and still run PBs sometimes, not always. I tell some guys that have already finished, you meet them here. So here, coming to the finishing line, I think I did 1 hour 8 minutes and 8 seconds. That was the net. That was the finishing line. So I finished in 1 hour 8 minutes or 9 minutes. They were mentioning my name and they were saying thank you. Then people finished just sitting around. Then some interesting people as well. He has seen some of my videos on YouTube, so he is appreciating, and I appreciate the people who are serving us, giving us water. It's something precious. They volunteer, their time to do that. So there is Noel. It's long time finished. Noel, Ivan, and Coffee. So that's us, our team.